What's going on, guys? Rocker Girl here, and today's video is going to be my thoughts on Infinite Warfare. Keep in mind, A, I do not own the game. B, I am not in any way, shape, or form an expert at video games. I'm not very fluent in the language of game development, if you will. I'm just a gamer who likes games, and I'm giving my opinion on a game that everyone seems to have a strong ass opinion on as of late. So, first things first, I got the chance to play this game when they had the free demo where you basically had access to the full entire game, including the campaign, the multiplayer, and the zombies mode over a weekend in December. It was like the 15th to the 20th or something like that. So, of course, by the fact that free was related to this, I jumped on it. So I didn't get to play it the whole weekend, unfortunately, but I did get to play it for a few hours. And in those few hours that I played it, I will say that I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Now, with the multiplayer, I did notice some things that kind of threw me off a bit. There were like particular guns, it seems like, are overpowered in reference to other guns, I guess you could say. I don't remember any of the gun names, I'm sorry. I barely remember what the types were. I think I mostly used SMGs because that's usually what I use when I'm first starting a COD because it's easier to get used to it. And one of the guns that I used, I noticed that no matter if I had the jump on an enemy or anything, I always would lose the gunfight, but maybe that's just me. That could be a player generated issue. I do tend to have really fucking sucky internet when it comes to me wanting to play a game online, so maybe that's on me. But at the same time, I also noticed that when I switched to a different gun, things went a lot better. I was getting a lot more kills. I even managed to get like 21 and 7 or something like that in one of the games that I played. I don't think I have that footage, but trust me, it happened. The movement system, yeah, I know a lot of people are shitting on exo movements, advanced movements, and stuff like that because you're getting tired of it. But, like, let's be honest here. We've only had advanced movements for 3 games, this being the 3rd game. There's been Advanced Warfare, there's been Black Ops 3, and now there's this. During the time that Infinity Ward had to work on this game, advanced movements were already like pretty popular. People were still with the whole advanced movements thing. So you can't blame them for having made a game that included advanced movements when it was already popular during the time that they had to make this game. That being said, I do feel like the movement system is a little bit more fluid to me. It felt a lot smoother to me than Black Ops 3's movement system did, and I had a little bit easier time maneuvering with it and getting kills or running away from death. And yeah, another thing, the whole rigs thing. Now, I want to be honest, like, the whole rigs is basically specialists all over again. And honestly, during the span of Black Ops 3, it was very rare that I used a specialist or gave a shit which specialist that I used. If anything, I may go back and experiment with some of those again just for the purpose of getting camos and stuff like that and weapon unlocks and shit. But other than that, the specialist thing / rigs thing, it wasn't a big thing to me. But when I did use a specialist, well, the weapon for the rig, it's called a claw or some shit like that, it didn't really do anything like I thought it would, basically. That being said, moved on to zombies. Now, I'm a big fan of zombies in Call of Duty, especially Treyarch zombies. So hearing that Infinity Ward wasn't going to do their usual route of doing, special ops, and they decided to put a zombies into their new game, I was excited as hell. I'm like, sign me up. Almost made me buy the game immediately. Almost. But that being said, the zombies was fairly enjoyable. I had fun with it. It's really colorful. It's really fun to play, as zombie games usually are. I like how the map is very interactive. You can play all of the little games in arcades and buy prizes and shit like that. They probably have something to do with the Easter egg. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't looked up the Easter egg to Infinite Warfare zombie mode. I'm not even 100% sure if there is an Easter egg, really. But I found that fairly enjoyable and everything. And overall, I had a really good experience with the game. I didn't bother to play the campaign because I don't usually play the campaigns. And I figured since I only had the game for 4 days and I knew I was going to play it for less than the 4 or 5 days, it didn't make sense for me to start the campaign, and I know I wouldn't be able to finish it. My overall impression of the game is that it is a good game considering. It is a nice card game considering. It's very fun. Like I said, the multiplayer is fun. The zombies mode was fun. But is the game worth my $60? That is a huge no at the moment, and I'll explain why. Right now, Activision has been on a hot streak of suckling money out of their fans. I don't have money like that. I could be considered what you would call a thrifty gamer. I don't necessarily buy all of my games right out release date. There's not too many games that I feel I'm going to have a lot of fun with or it's worth my money for me to spend the full 60. A lot of times I'll wait till it gets discounted, or like a lot of my card games I've bought out of their cycle. So like unless I really truly believe or I'm really psyched for it, like the last card game that I did buy within the cycle, and this was after a while of buying them out of the cycle, was Black Ops 3. And that was because I knew that I would play the game and I would enjoy it, and I love Treyarch's Call of Duty games. I know they never disappoint. So, me buying this game at the full price of whatever it is right now, I haven't checked it yet. Last I checked, it did drop to like 40, like $50 or something like that. But I just don't see myself doing that, because right now Activision is some really like fucked up business practices right now. Like in the recent update of the game, they added in the whole supply drop system thing where there's a shit ton of camos and calling cards and shit like that, and then hidden within that are these guns that give you like extra XP or some shit like that. And to me, it's like really shitty to do to your players. A lot of the time you have a lot of people who are complaining about supply drops in general, and then you turn around and you make something where it's like pay to win, but you have to gamble away most of your money just to have a chance at the shit. And I don't condone that. There is the whole thing where the game essentially isn't really a full game. They still don't have leaderboards or anything like that at the moment, I think, still. And when people were complaining about the game, even before it officially released and everything, I'm like, the quickest fix to it would be to A, not buy the game, B, send a letter to Activision or whoever you can reach within Activision voicing your concern for how they're making games that you don't want to buy. It's like, if you don't want to play the game and you don't want to spend your money on it, don't spend your money on it. And then the other part that makes me not want to buy the game is how they attempted, well, they didn't attempt, they kind of succeeded, how they baited a lot of players into buying it by offering a nice little shiny bundle that also comes with Modern Warfare Remastered. I didn't have the first Modern Warfare. I still don't have it. I'll probably go and get it eventually, but I do want Modern Warfare Remastered. Don't get me wrong. It looks nice. It looks like a really clean ass game. It looks really fun and enjoyable. It's my cup of tea. But I am not going to spend money on another game that I won't enjoy as much. I won't play as much, if I'll play it at all, just to get a game that I'm going to play all the time. Now, if you do the math on it, Infinite Warfare is $60 roughly, at least here in the US. The bundle that comes with Modern Warfare Remastered is $80. You subtract 60 from 80, you have $20. If they just released Modern Warfare Remastered at $20, I would pay for that. It's more worth me spending the $20 than for me to spend $80 to get a game that I don't even want in the first place. And I just refuse. A lot of people may go ahead and do it anyway and bite the bullet, but I won't be one of those people. I like to spend my money smart, because it takes a lot of time to put back that money. And even if it didn't take a lot of time to put back that money, it would take a long time for me to feel good about my purchase if I'm not getting the most out of whatever it is I have paid for. You also have to keep in mind that you're gonna have to spend like another $40 just for the season pass. You can get all the DLC if you're a person who gets DLC. I don't usually buy DLC, and I don't think I will from this year forward, because it doesn't make sense to spend money on a season pass when the season pass doesn't guarantee you'll get weapons that they're gonna release down the line. Anyways, I'm done rambling on about this. This has been my thoughts on Infinite Warfare. Let me know down in the comments below what some of your thoughts are. Do you agree with me on certain things? What do you think the next COD game would be? Do you think it'll be better? If you want to see Infinite Warfare gameplays on my channel, I can't promise that any will be coming anytime soon. You'll probably see more of like Black Ops and stuff like that before you see Infinite Warfare, honestly, because I just don't feel like I should spend the money on it right now. I'm still waiting, crossing my fingers for Modern Warfare Remastered to come out. But anyways, it's been real. Till next time, keep on rocking, guys.